If you think that there's going to be a housing crash, listen up. The doomsday people are always wringing their hands saying the world's coming to an end and the housing prices are going to crash. But let's do a reality check. This is Mary Jo, and I'm here with Sean Higgins of Cross Country Mortgage, and we're going to give you a quick reality check. Sean, what do you see? Is the market crashing? Home prices tanking?
That is not the case so far. I mean, we're really seeing kind of like a pre-spring market already. The amount of competition we're seeing on a weekly basis is only increasing. I think on top of that, the fact that we've seen interest rates do a little bit of a dip here in the last 3 to 4 weeks has increased more people to kind of get off the sidelines and jump in. Seeing a 6 in front of something instead of a 7 obviously is very promising to a lot of people. So I think it's, more than anything, it's actually bringing more people to the market than we did before.
You know, last week I tried to get a showing on a house, and there were 18 showings on the first day.
Yeah.
Then I had a showing yesterday, it got canceled at the last minute. The seller decided to take an offer.
Yeah.
So from your buyer side, are you seeing multiple offers? Are they winning, losing? What's going on?
We're seeing multiple offers on everything. Really, the price range is not discriminate either, whether it's the lower, something with a 1 in front of it, or if it has something as big as a 7 or 8. The competition has been pretty consistent through all those price ranges. I don't see that cooling off unless something, we don't foresee comes around the corner here, but this is all happening, guys, with snow on the ground, and still a lot of snow. So once the temperatures start to warm up and school starts to end, it's going to give people more of an opportunity to dig into this home buying process. And to me, that's only going to heat up where we're already at even more. Well,
traditionally in Minnesota, the spring market is March to June. That's when it hits a peak, usually about April. And then during the summer, it slows down. But we've had the opposite happen for a couple of years.
Yep.
So we saw prices go up extraordinarily, but they're back. Multiple offers are back. Are you seeing overlist prices?
Overlist. Just this last weekend, I think the cumulative average above list was close to $25,000. We had one that was up to $50,000 over. And that's where we're starting to have those conversations again of 100% appraisal gap coverage for people, which means you have to cover your offer price and what the home appraises for if financing's involved, which can be really scary to people. So really getting in front of them and educating them what that looks like for them if that would happen is a really big deal.
Absolutely it is. We're seeing articles about the 10 more cities that are going to see the biggest drop in prices. And those were cities like Austin, in Nevada, Tennessee, where there was such a run-up of prices.
Yep.
And then they had such an influx of IT people, they stopped coming in.
Yep. And
there was less of that money available. So now those prices they're settling down. There is a drop, but certainly nothing like what we ever saw before.
No, and the sand states usually start that wave. The Floridas. Another place that's seen just insane increase in values is Nashville, which obviously is in Tennessee. But I talked to a lot of people that live there locally. You don't even recognize that place anymore. I mean, we're talking about places that literally were purchased for less than $200,000 4 or 5 years ago that have a 7 or 8 in front of it. It's crazy.
Wow, that is. And the Midwest is usually more stable because we have a more stable income. It's not as volatile. So the good news is,
it's a great spot. It's a great spot to buy. It has very good corporate settings. You have obviously one of the largest non-public companies in Cargill here. So there's a lot of good jobs here.
There is.
And we're stabilized from a lot of stuff that happens outside of us. And that's why a lot of people want to be here. But I really think the biggest piece for people dealing with an environment like this is having the education to understand what does buying a home mean to them financially.
For the long
term. Yeah, for the greater financial plan, for their financial retirement, what it looks to grow their wealth as a family. I think that's a piece that really gets missed a lot, because if people understood that, I don't think as many people would be running towards the rent side.
And rents went up like 12% last year. They sort of stabilized in Minnesota, but across the country, they continue to rise.
They continue to rise, and in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I feel that a lot of the corporations that are circled around the rent side, not that they own properties or they may be getting into own them, is that they want more renters. They don't want to sell properties that are one and done. They want the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes,
and that's a
absolutely.
Renter, right?
Sure.
So understanding the dynamics of how that works for a particular household, moving forward, I think is a big deal. That's why I say advising right now is a huge piece for us, not only as lenders, but as realtors too.
Oh, absolutely. Education is primary with all of this, and what is real and what is perceived, and turn off the media. Number one, the media is always way behind, and they get their information from third parties. So it's skewed, and they take huge averages. So we're boots on the ground. We see what's happening on a day-to-day basis. So the good news is Minnesota is considered one of the best places to buy. And actually, we have gone from a climate zone 6 to a 5. One builder told me he's growing magnolias, so we can look forward to warmer winters. We hope.
I didn't know that.
You do now. So if you're interested, if we can help you, give Sean or me a call, and love to chat with you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe right below, and come again.